Hello, and nice to meet you again. We continue from the last section on risk management. So we go into the first process, but before that, I just want to remind you that a risk is nothing but an event or a situation in a project which has consequences on the project. So you want to control that. So if you can control those situations, probably you're on your way to a project success. So this is the whole idea of risk management. Now, the first process in the risk management is the risk management plan. Here we are trying to create a plan by which you define how you're going to manage and carry out the risk management effort. Now, the first thing in this is that while creating this plan, you involve all stakeholders and maybe a subject matter expert or two to make sure that the process is done properly. Now, the second step is to have a strategy. Now, what will be the level of your risk management effort? Now, if it's a small project, you don't have to go for a quantitative analysis, which we will look at as we go along. A qualitative analysis should suffice. The other point which can come up in the plan is about being risk averse and risk tolerant. It's important to identify stakeholders who are risk averse, which means they are not willing to accept risks, or stakeholders who are risk tolerant, which means you are willing to go for a high level of risk. You are willing to accept a high level of risk. From this, we also have to define the probability and impact matrix. Now, for a person who's risk averse, for example, probability of 7 on the matrix may be very high, but for a risk tolerant person, 7 may not be that high a figure. He or she is willing to accept a higher level of risk. So these are some of the things, but to go into all the aspects of the plan, we need to go into that detailed planning process. So this is a sort of we are trying to cover all the processes in risk management as much as possible so that we can complete this exercise in a short period of time and maybe generate interest in your mind so that you could take the next step. So we will now look at further processes as we go along. Thank you for your time.